Hello, I'm Deanna Blackman with Stampin' Dee Dee's Doings, and I'm here to share with you what the last of my 5 favorite products are from the Retiring Stampin' Up catalog. I love so many of the products that are retiring, but I tried to pick the 5 that I use the most, that I've enjoyed the most. And of course, for those things that are consumables that I will miss being able to repurchase. If you've got the stamp sets that I mentioned already, then hey, you just keep using those. The items that I have mentioned are To a Wild Rose, beautiful stamp set. The next one I think was Well Said, which is sentiments and dies that coordinate. Such a useful set. And next, I believe, was the Frosted and Clear Epoxy Droplets. Oh, I couldn't miss these. And let's see where we are. And yesterday I shared Arrange a Wreath stamp set and dies and shared cards for those. So those are the 4 things that I had mentioned already, and you can just scroll back down on my Facebook page here and you'll be able to see the videos, that the Facebook Lives that I did with each one of those. But today's, I said it's a paper of sorts because it's called Forever Gold Specialty Designer Series Paper. But really, it's not paper. It is a paper product. But these are embellishments that came in this package, and I've punched all of these out. I do save the extra sheets because then I come back with little flower dies or little heart dies, and I cut out. I cut as much of it out as I can before I throw it away. But what I did with those is I punched all of them out, and I keep them stored in one of the containers. And these are some of them. So delicate. This is one. There's so many. So many different ways that you can use these. Here's one that's all leaves. And often, something like this, I just cut them apart and use them. So you can see how many there are of that type. Then there are also these. Let me move that one. So there's a wreath. I probably would do better if I had something white under it. There you go. Now you can see it better. The wreath. Some more leaves. These you can put sentiments. Oh, they're so delicate and they stick together. So that's why I have the sheets in between most of them. This one, oops. Isn't that pretty? Put a sentiment, punch out a circle, and die cut a circle and put a sentiment on there and put it in the middle of that, and it's going to have the gold all around it. Same thing with this. This is the square one. There's the square. Isn't that pretty? Or you can cut them out and use them. So there's many of those. Oops. I'm going to keep that one aside. Let me turn these back over. They're white on the back. You can tell with this one what I did. I cut the leaves off and I used them on a card. And then you also have pieces that are just leaves and branches, and I kept them in this because they're the ones I use the most. Let me put some of these on this white envelope here. There we go. These are the ones I used the most. Tucked them behind a sentiment or tucked them behind a flower on a card. So I have bought an extra set of these, and I've already punched them out and put them in here. But when this is gone, I will be sad. I'm hoping that Stampin' Up! Comes out with another product similar to this. Maybe at Christmas, I don't know. So let me get these back in, and I kept one out to show you. So like I said, I keep it in one of the stamp cases, label it, and I stick it down in my drawer. Now, let me show you some of the cards that I embellished with these. And it's a very subtle look. You can see under here, I had die cut from the gold foil. I had die cut some stems, but then I added the gold from the Forever Gold. And that particular one, I think that's the card that I cut the end off of this. And now it has left me with this end that I can use, and I can punch something out of that piece. So there's that one. I don't think I have anything inside of it. Here's another one. And you can see I tucked one of them back here and put one in the front. It just adds so much. And this actually came from one of the paper pumpkin sets. And so it was vellum that was bordered in gold, and so I used it as well. I'm going to set these right here. And this is one that I used both greenery and the gold. I used the gold wreath on this one. This was a fall card that I did using the Gilded Autumn Specialty Series paper, which also has retired. But I'm hoping that they'll come out in the holiday catalog maybe with something with the gold gilding, because it just worked so well with this Forever Gold. And then the last one, you can see the gold that I added up here. Just a dot of glue or a glue dot and stick them up under a sentiment, and I think it adds so much to a card. So, Forever Gold Specialty Designer Series paper is this product. Oh, and these are some of the pieces that I took the edges and I punched flowers and hearts, and I'll use these at different times, and stems. So, I don't waste anything. All right, so that is the fifth and last product that I'm going to be sharing, retiring product. Remember that you have until May 3rd to order. And if you do order and you don't already have a demonstrator that you're ordering through, I would love to help you out. And if you would use this host code, then that would help me out. I would appreciate that so much. So I hope you've enjoyed this series. I would love for you to comment what your favorite retiring product is, and go through that catalog and pick out the things that maybe you put off getting, and get them before they either sell out or before May 3rd. The new catalog will be coming out, and you'll be able to order from that beginning May 4th. So that's an exciting day. Thank you so much for watching the live or watching the replay. I appreciate it. And you have a blessed Easter. Bye-bye.